Yesterday we started speaking about decision making, and we covered three main key points. So number one is acknowledge that a decision needs to be made to pursue any kind of path. Second was that decision making is a muscle and we able to train it. And third one, that decision making capacity is limited and we need to be very careful how we use our decisions. Now, today I want to speak about decision making, how to separate good, bad, and great decisions. Most time it's easy to separate bad and good decisions, but most time it's very difficult to separate good and great because the biggest enemy of great is good. So when I think about decisions, first very important key thing to learn is that all the decisions that you make impacts other people. I want to really emphasize every choice that you make impacts other people. A lot of times people believe that they live in a bubble and all their choices doesn't impact anyone, but that's not true. So let's look into that. So when I think about separating good and bad and great decisions, first question that we need to ask ourselves, how that decision will impact our futures. So bad decision doesn't impact positively our future at all. Good decision is when that decision will impact and add value to your future. Now, how to separate good from great is when you're asking how this decision will impact me and all people around me. Now, so I will give you an example. So Tom is a very good basketball player and he's playing with his friends basketball every Sunday. But at this point, Tom's wife said that I want to learn dancing and I want to go to salsa training. But now salsa training time is exactly the same time as a basketball training. So now Tom needed to make a decision, play still basketball or start learning salsa dancing with his wife. And he chose to learn how to dance salsa. So at this point, this is a great decision because that impacts his wife, impacts him, and impacts his family future for the benefit. Now, there is few key points to look at because every decision has positive and negative things. So what I mean by that is that Tom's decision impact positively his family life, but potentially impact negatively his friend's life because he'll spend less time with his friends because he has allocated time to his family. Now, second point is that every decision that you make impacts some people directly and some people indirectly. So what I mean by that is that Tom's wife and Tom's friends are impacted directly because the time allocation. Indirectly, people will be his friends' wives or Tom's wife's friends because other people will see how Tom's is valuing his wife and people will see what kind of values he's had and how he lives his life, and people will admire him for making good choices and they will adjust their values, adjust their way of living and make better decisions for themselves.